All right, you guys, so we already did our roll and draw ghosts digitally. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw it in real life, okay? And I wanted to just kind of take a minute to show you how to do this. So I have black construction paper, I have a white colored pencil, a gray colored pencil, and a black colored pencil, okay? You can also use crayons or you can use chalk. I just like having kind of a more pointy tip. Okay, so when you draw your ghost, just like you did on your digital version, you want to make sure that you fill the page. Okay, so what I always tell my kids is draw light till you get it right. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to start just the way you did on your roll and draw. You're going to start by drawing the body of your ghost. And my body kind of looks like this. It's round. And then it's round again. And then he has a little tail. And you can see how light I'm drawing, right? And if you need to, you can kind of go over and draw a little bit differently. Okay? And then I'm drawing the rest of his head. Just like that. So that is the body of my ghost. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the arms that we had, okay? And again, I'm drawing very lightly, but the arm I had was like right about here, and it comes out, and it has little pointy fingers, just like that. And then I'm going to turn my page and I'm going to draw the other arm on the other side. And he has little pointy fingers just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna get to draw his eyes. Now, when you draw the eyes of your ghost, what I want you to think about, the way that the eyes are on my ghost is they're bigger around here, and then there's a smaller eye in the center, and then a littler eye inside there. Okay, now when it's black, I'm just gonna leave the paper to show black. All right, so then I'm going to draw my other eye. And again, anything that's black, I'm going to leave my paper black. And then remember the funny mouth that we did? It's like an upside down smile. And then little teeth, if you remember the little teeth. And it also had a little bit of shading on the left-hand side, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so what you're going to do on the left-hand side where you want it to be shaded, just draw your line kind of where you want it to be shaded. Draw it lightly. And when you do this with colored pencil, you're just going to color lighter, and it's going to look gray on black paper. All right. So I'm just going to kind of create that same kind of shadow that's on my Google digital version of my ghost. Now, if you need to, you can erase with an eraser to get it exactly the way you want. But remember, ghosts are they're a little crazy. So if it doesn't look exactly like your final ghost on your Google, it's okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in his hand, and his hand is very white. So what I'm doing is I'm coloring darker on that part. And I'm using like the side of my pencil, not the tip, unless you want to do the corners or the very sharp parts of your hand, you only use the side. And where it meets my body, I'm gonna do it darker. I mean, it's actually lighter, but I'm pressing darker to make it look more white, okay, on black paper. This is a really fun way to draw, to be able to draw on black paper. Okay, now I'm gonna look, his teeth are white. So I'm gonna add his white teeth. Okay, and then this part of his eye is white. but that circle stays black in there. And this part is white. The nice thing about using colored pencil is that you can get those sharper edges and it's not going to smear, you know, when you wipe it like chalk would. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start coloring in the white part of my ghost. All right, actually where this arm meets, I want to keep it kind of like a black line. So I'm going to leave a black line there and here. And then I'm going to fill this part in with white. I'm going to fast forward the video here a minute so that you don't have to watch me color the whole thing. Okay, so now I have my ghost all colored in. Now there's a couple other things that you can do if you want, and you don't have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and remember how there was a shadow under here. It was like an oval shape. I'm gonna do that. And then I think you remember there were stars. So I'm going to use my gray and I'm just going to create some cool looking stars in the background. Right? And there are actually even some like more like amorphous or organic shapes in the background that you can do. And again, with black paper, the lighter that you color, the darker the color looks. So, because more of the black paper is showing through, right? Okay, and I'm going to do one more funky shape. So I'm going to tell you a rule that you do not have to follow all the time, but it's a design rule, and it's actually when you're putting in things like this on your ghost, you always want to have an odd number instead of an even number. So instead of just leaving 2, I'm putting in 3. And it always looks a lot better, okay? Now I'm going to put in a few more of my stars in the darker gray. If you want, you can even do a few in black. The darker something looks, the further away it looks, okay? And the lighter it looks, the more in the foreground it looks. And then don't forget to sign your paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and sign mine in cursive. You can put your name on it. And then you may want to take a photo of it and upload it to your Google Slides to share with your teacher. So you guys, I hope you have fun creating your ghost. I really had a good time showing you how to do it.